Football Manager 2022, Benfica player rating, shout out Diogo Oliveira. So, you can see Benfica predicted to finish third, and they are actually sitting third right now. Porto, by the way, are smashing everyone. I don't even think they've lost their game right now, so it's moving mad. But yeah, for this save, you've got Sporting to battle it out with. You've got Porto to battle it out with. Benfica are still strong, and we're going to get into that squad. You can see squad size 43, it's not a joke. But anyway, nickname Aguias. Big up all the Portuguese man, them, you get me? I have no clue what that means, but yeah, big up all you guys. Owner status, loves the club, which is cool, as long as he is not taking a piss, as we know. And then continental competition, Champions League. So you've got Champions League football, and you're battling it out for the league. It could be a very successful season depending on what kind of manager you are. But anyway, you can see they haven't finished lower than 6th in over 20 years. It's a big team. Let's get into the player rating. All right, for this team, we're going from Villa, all the way to Henrique Arujo. So let's see what SL Benfica are saying. All right, first off, we've got Villa. Sweeper keeper support is what we've met him on. Man's got 12 passing, 13 composure, 14 kicking. He can do it very successfully, and he's only 21, which is very good. In terms of being an actual goalkeeper, 15 reflexes is good. 12 agility, not so good. 31 ones is good as well. So you know what? He's got a bright future. Depending on how many goalkeepers you have now, you could send him out on loan if the other two are really good. But if you haven't got other good goalkeepers, he could definitely be a backup, because I know he's not going to be the first one. So he's good. Man like Miles Villa, very bright potential. And next we've got a 30-year-old Helton Leite, bruv. Cool. Sweeper keeper support is what he met him on once again. And then 17 reflexes is what I see already. 16 agility. And then 1-on-1's 12. So already you're going to have to play a deeper line to accommodate him, which is not so good if you're trying to like press that ball up high. You can't play this guy and go. I'm trying to say that. And then as actual passing goalkeeper, he's got 12 passing, 9 composure. The kicking is 15. For me, damage limitation, I'm not even going to lie. I'm just going to put him goalkeeper defend, because that's what I always do. That's the safest option, and you will prevent a lot of bullshit from happening when you put him in goalkeeper defend mode. Simple as, man like Helton Leite. And lastly, for the goalkeepers, we have Odysseus Vlachodimos, bruv. If I messed up that name, my bad. You can see man is not from those ends. But listen, 18 reflexes is mad, 16 agility and 16 1-on-1s. Madness. I can't lie. As a shot stopper, he's up there with the elites. I have to be honest, like that's a very good goalkeeping pivot right there. 15 positioning is good as well. So we've made him on sweeper keeper defend. Based on his rushing out tendency, I don't agree with that with 7. But then I see his 1-on-1s are 16, so it kind of makes me feel a little bit better. But still, man is making him a goalkeeper defend. Always, it has to be that. I have to do it. I'm sorry, listen. That's just the best role in it. Like, I have to be real. Depending on the goalkeeper, for this situation, that's his best role. So, man, like Odysseus Vlachodimos. All right, first outfield player is Nicolas Otamendi. Now, I remember, because when I used to be an Arsenal fan, they had a back three. Now, if you have a back three of this guy, you're cool. I'm not going to lie, because you can see Pep got rid of him, but his stats look like they've improved drastically from my memory in it, because these stats look way better than before. 16 tackling, are you mad? Man's got 15 strength. He's not that good in terms of jumping, but he can direct headers with 15 heading. Mentally is ridiculous. You can see the amount of greens. Man's got 18 work rate, 18 determination, 17 aggression. With the 16 tackling, he's very combative, yeah? And then under pressure is 14 composure, 18 anticipation, 30 first touch. He's got best of both worlds. He's 33. He's an old man. But listen, he's doing his thing. For the next year or so that you have him like at the top level, he's going to be very useful still. Man like Nicolas Otamendi, very good player. Next player that we've got is Lucas Verissimo. All right, cool. So he's fast. He's strong. He's good in the air. Yeah, he's good at tackling as well. The only thing about him is that pivot, 11 technique, 8 vision, 13 passing. For a central defender, is not too bad as well. For that great 13 work rate, 17 determination, 18 bravery, 17 aggression. Yeah, he's good. I can't lie. Lucas Verissimo is a good player. Definitely squad depth depending on the other centre backs. But if you have a back three, he's sorted still. Man, like Lucas Verissimo. And next player that we've got is Moreto. Now, man is apparently 20. I don't believe that. Look at that picture. He's not 20. Why are you lying to me, bro? Anyway, 12 technique, 13 vision, 13 passing, ball playing defender. He's got that still. And then 11 first touch is not really that great, but 14 composure makes me feel a bit better. Just a little bit better. But because he's 20 and he's got 40 tackling, a pivot like that, mentally it's not a calamity mentally. and he's actually strong, good in the air, good at heading balls as well. He's got a very bright future. For a prospect, one of the centre-backs that I'll say in the next couple of years, he's going to be up there. I have to be honest, man like Morato. Bright future. Say. Next player that we've got is Ferro. And this is a perfect definition of damage limitation. Now let me explain. So we've got a centre-back right now that has got 11 strength. So I don't know if the Portuguese league is that physical, but if it is, because I know there's strikers that's been there like Abu Bakar, you got Morega. Them man are very physical. If they ever meet this guy, it's peak, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's curtain. So damage limitation will be you making him a CDM. You get me? Now I know he's still gonna get competitive, but it's not a centre back. You're not gonna be as competitive when you're a CDM. And the main reason why I'm gonna say you put him CDM is because firstly he can't move. Secondly, he doesn't really know where to be, so centre back is even worse. Yeah. But then you see that under pressure, man's got 16 composure. The anticipation is there as well, and then the pivot is 40, 10, 15, 115 passing. So overall, you've got yourself a very good deep line playmaker who thinks he's a centre back until you put him there and he gets absolutely embarrassed, bro. You get me? Simple as man like Ferro. Next player they've got is Jan Vertonghen. Now, this is the second old Premier League centre back I've seen. Got me thinking that this is a retirement home or something. But listen, Jan Vertonghen, you can see he's still good. He's 34, but he's still doing his thing. Now, obviously, the legs are gone. Like, that's without a shadow of doubt. They're gone. But 12 pace for a 34-year-old is cool. But anyway, 16 positioning is very good. He's got the tackling as well. Playing out from the back with 14 first touch, 16 composure, anticipation is there. Mentally, it's averaging about 14 and above on average, which is very good as well. 16 tackling. Overall, he's still very good. I have to be honest. As a back three, you're sorted once again if you put him and Otamendi next to each other. In a back three, you're good still. Man like Jan Vertonghen. Cool. Next player that we've got is Valentino Lazaro, 25 years of age, another loanee. Oh, it's not another one, but yeah, he's a loanee still from Inter Milan. Now, as a wing back, I can understand it. Now, let me explain, because in that final third, he hasn't got that composure in it. The decision making is decent. To be fair, 12 is not the end of the world, but he's like one of those guys that they're way better going forward than they are defensively. Similar to like a Pedro Porro maybe, or a Cancelo, you know, the ones that are really good going forward, but defensively they're not really there. And as you can see, he's got the movement, flair, dribbling, 15, crossing, 15, literally the pivot, 15, 10, 14 passing. So yeah, he's actually a very good player, and I expect him to get a lot of assists as well, based on his off the ball and his end product. Simple, man like Valentino Lazaro. And for me, I wouldn't make him a right mid. It's definitely a wing back still, because I'm deep in 12 tackling is actually not that bad. Yeah, man like Valentino Lazaro. Next player we've got is a 28-year-old Gilberto wing back defend. Cool. He's very good physically, as you can see, 14 pace, 14 strength, 14 acceleration, good agility as well. He's moving. His positioning is not there, but he's got off the ball, meaning that he prefers to go forward, which is why it's wing back defend, not full back defend. But still, him going forward with 11 dribbling, I don't want to see a guy dribbling like Wan-Bissaka, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to see that. 12 crossing as well. It's not really there, let's be honest. And then tackling is 13, so you're gonna have to obviously make him a fullback defend. I'm not gonna lie, it has to be a fullback defend. But yeah, going forward, it's not really there. And I just see he's got mad work rate, determination, aggression, bravery. It could be a no-nonsense fullback, depending on how you're feeling. Not gonna lie, yeah, man like Gilberto. Or just beware that he can actually play up for the back. I just see his pivot now. 13, 10, 13 vision and 13 passing is not bad as well. So yeah, fullback defend. It's probably the best option, man like Gilberto. Alright, next player we've got is Andre Almeida. Now listen to this very, very, very carefully, yeah? Do you know who this guy reminds me of? He reminds me of flipping DJ Khaled, bro. Now let me explain, yeah? Let me explain. I'm looking at his ability. He's got 11 technical ability. For a footballer, and you're meant to be a supporting role, I can't respect you. I'm not going to lie. The reason why I'm calling him DJ Khaled is because he's the captain. This team has a lot of technical ability. So you see when DJ Khaled he's got all these songs, yeah, with all these rappers, like, I don't know, Chris Brown, he's got ones with Rihanna. You never hear him say a word, but he's always there. That's why I think he's like DJ Khaled, because he puts his name at the top when he's not got the ability. Let's be honest, bro. If he hasn't got the ability, still man like Andre Almeida. Safe. Alright, next player that we've got is Diogo Gonçalves, 24. We've met him on left wing, even though he's naturally a right winger, straight line right winger as well. And the reason why I wouldn't make him a left winger is because he can't even dribble. So you're meant to be cutting inside, but you can't dribble. So the ball's just going to be bouncing all over the place, yeah? And then your decision making is poor as well. You've got no composure. You have to be, if you want to play, you have to be a right winger. I'm sorry, you have to, because All you can do is knock the ball past the opponent by force because you can't dribble. The ball's just not sticking to your foot, yeah? And then get to the byline and make a cross with 13 crossing. I have to deal with that. You have to deal with that as the manager still. That's the only way you're going to get the best out of him, man, like Diogo Goncalves. And I'm adamant of that as well. Safe. All right, next player that we've got is Gil Diaz. Now, 24, 14 pace, 30 agility, 30 acceleration. He hasn't got that explosive speed. He can still get away from someone, but it's not going to be for long still. Anyway, 50 dribbling, really good. And then 14 technique, 30 vision, and 12 passing. 10 crossing, end product. It's not really there apart from his short passing, literally, and his long shots as well. But who really cares when you've got 8 decisions? At the age of 24, you've got 8 decisions? Really? Get up, bruv. It's not going to work. I'm not going to lie. And me and this guy, we're not compatible. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's not going to work. I can't play him. If I'm the manager, it's just never going to happen still. All right, he's only 25, man. Anyway, Alex Grimaldo. He's only 25, yeah, and he's magnificent still. Let me explain. Another one of those fullbacks who are probably meant to be wingers, but because they couldn't shoot, they were forced to play as defenders, isn't it? That's what you see a lot. You see it happen a lot. People like Cancelo. Yeah, that's the only example. But anyway, as a player, like, just look at the end product here. For a left back, he's got 16 technique, 16 vision, and 15 passing, which is amazing. Composure 16, dribbling 16. And then where's the flair? 16. Like I said, he's meant to be a winger. He can beat a man the same way a winger can. And then he can get to the byline, cross it the same way a winger can. And he's got a little bit of defending now as well. So, although he's not blisteringly fast, you don't really need that when you've got this guy that can split a defence from out wide over there. Madness. Only problem with him is 8 strength, but it's not too bad. Let's be honest, that's not the end of the world, man. Let's be real. Yeah, he's a very good player though, man, like Alex Grimaldo. All right, next we've got Sualiho Mete. Bro, what a name, anyway. He's currently repping my favourite role, deep play and playmaker. I just love that role so much. Is he doing it justice? That's the question. Now, he's 27. See, now, first of all, I see the physical, 16 strength. He's doing his thing there as well. Physically, everything is above 12, which is very good, to be fair. And then 13 positioning is not that good, but it's under average by 1, so I'll let it slide as well. Mentally, it's actually really good, let's be honest. Like, it's averaging 12 and above, literally. Well, 11 and above, yeah. He's good mentally. 14 composure is what you need. Anticipation is what you need as well, which is 13, which is also cool. First touch, 13, cool. And then for the actual main thing, which is the pivot, he's got 14 technique, 30 vision, and 14 passing. To be fair, he's doing his thing. I can't lie. Deep playing playmaker. I know it says squad player, but if push comes to shove and you have to start him, it's not the end of the world. He can shut down the midfield still. That's what I'm trying to say. He's a good player. Man like matey. All right, next player that we've got is Julian Weigel. I think the last time I saw this guy's card, I was like, he's ditched everything else that he doesn't need and he's only focused on his passing ability and his positioning and stuff like that. And can you still say that? I mean, he can kind of tackle, to be fair, which is really good. For a deep playing playmaker, I don't know who's trying to sabotage his career, making him a flipping defensive midfielder. He's obviously a deep playing playmaker. Look at that pivot. Anyway, 16 technique, 417 passing. You can split a defense with that. He can't bang it from far, no long shots, but it's cool. Under pressure is where it's at, not gonna lie. He's reminding me a bit like Busquets, bruv. Like, with that composure, with the mental ability like that, he's definitely reminiscent to Busquets. I can't lie. He's like a German Busquets, bruv. I have to be honest. And then 15 first touch as well. Under pressure, he's amazing. Like, you can definitely play high intensity football with this guy. He will have that. He'll be that cool head above everyone else. Simple. Man like Julian Weigel, very good player. All right, next player that we've got is Judson Fernandez. This is the one that went to Tottenham, right? Yep, that's the only reason why I know who he is. No disrespect, yeah. He's still a good player in game, but in real life, when I saw him at Tottenham, all I saw him do was run. I'm not gonna lie. All he did was pick up the ball and run. That's it. Which is not a bad thing if it was effective, but it wasn't. So anyway, that's probably because of that decision making. But listen, for an in-game player, he's going to be very good, I can't lie. You see like what Joe Willock was doing for Newcastle, where he's come and he's just provided bare energy in that midfield. If you want energy in the midfield, this is your guy. I'm not going to lie. 14 technique, 30 vision and 13 passing. You can improve that. He's only 22, so he's got a bit of years to improve and stuff. And then dribbling is 13, 12 is, flair is 12. So under pressure, 14 composure as well. Yeah, he's actually not too bad in terms of stats. It's just in real life, I've got a couple of things to say still, but yeah, that's a whole nother video. Man like Judson Fernandez in game, he's not a bad player at all. Alright, next player that we've got is Adele Terret. We already know about him. Man's a saucy midfielder. We know that already. In terms of flair, unpredictability, skills, all of that stuff, flair. Well, I've already said that. Man is wavy. Like, he spins people in it, like, for fun. He embarrasses, man. In this Portuguese league, I wouldn't be surprised if there's just a highlight reel of him just spinning guys again and again and again. But listen, in terms of stats, we've met him on an enganche quickly, and that means that he's not going to do anything apart from, I don't know, when he gets the ball, that's the only time when he'll come to life. But when he's not got the ball, he's not going to press. He's not going to get into good positions. He's just going to stand in the middle of the pitch. That's all they do. Because as you can see, 11 off the ball, he is moving nowhere, bruv. This guy, he's stocky as well, but he's got 15 agility. I have no clue. Like, the only other person I know that's stocky and has got agility is Kingpin from Daredevil. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, 17 dribbling, 17 first touch, 15 composure, under pressure, madness. If you wanted to, if push comes to shove for squad selection, you can make him a deep line playmaker. Like, you could, innit? Advanced playmaker works as well, but deep line, it will definitely work. Yeah, man like Adele Terret, everything I just said. Alright, next we've got a 19-year-old Paolo Bernardo. Cool. So, 12 composure, cool, 13 first touch as well, and then he's got 14 technique, 14 vision, and 14 passing. For in a possession system, he's going to do his thing, because, like I've said before in previous videos, when you've got a possession system and you've got a midfielder, as long as you're keeping the ball, you can hide them. Like, they're flaws. So let's say, for example, he's not that good at shooting. As long as you make him a guy that doesn't have to shoot, well, only just lays the ball off to other people, he'll flourish in a system like this. And that's how you get them to improve as well. Target things like his technical ability and his passing, and you'll see how saucy he'll be in the future, because he's only 19 right now and he's got ability. He's even got a bit of work rate and determination as well. So he's got a little bit of grit to back up the technical ability. He's a very good player, very good prospect, man, like Paolo Bernardo. The next player that we've got is Pizzi. Now, I don't know who to compare this guy to. Maybe Thomas Muller? Nah, that's not going to work. Anyway, 16 technique, 14 vision, and 15 passing. I don't know what kind of player this is. I'm looking at his card and it's confusing me so much, because he can't dribble. He's got good flair though. 11 pace, so he's not really moving, but he's got mad off the ball. So that's another contradiction right there. And he's got just mad finishing ability, mad end product. Like, his end product is so good, bruv. So but this is the thing, because he's not getting into that many good, because he's getting to a lot of good positions, but he hasn't got work rate, it's confusing me. Because the ideal role for me right now would be a shadow striker. Like, that's what I would be. Like, if I'm this guy, I'm asking the manager, can you make me a shadow striker? The only problem with that is because he's got no work rate. You get me? That's the only problem. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyway, fuck it. Man's a shadow striker. And I'm looking at the stats. He has to be a shadow striker. Like, you can see, decision making is not that good, but shadow strikers, they don't have the best decision making anyway, but he's got mad finishing ability. He can split a defense, bruv. He's got mad off the ball, so he's going to get into good positions anyway, either footed. He is a very good player, man. Like Pizzi. Next player that you've got is João Mario. Now, you man from Portugal, tell me, is this guy a snake? Is Sporting and Benfica rivals? Because if they are, he has left Sporting and gone to Benfica, which is definitely a snaky move if they're rivals. Anyway, I'm not going to lie, Benfica, you've got yourself a very good player, especially for free. He's a very good player, I'm not going to lie, because as you can see under pressure, he's a deep line playmaker with 18 composure. You try and press him, guarantee you're not getting the ball, especially when the man's got 14 dribbling and the ball stuck to his foot. And then 16 technique, 15 vision, and 16 passing, splitting defenses, yeah, 16 first touch as well. Man makes the right decisions under pressure, which is even better. And if push comes to shove, you get me, for that squad selection, yeah, you can make him a cam. That's the best thing about him. He's very versatile, actually. He's actually 28 and he's still got good movement, which is mad, dictates tempo. Overall, my kind of midfielder. Simple, man, like João Mario. All right, next player that we've got is Rafa. Now, left wing cam, right wing. I've seen that he's the top assister in the Liga NOS. And the only reason why I can think of that is because of his positioning and his pace, isn't it? He's going to get into very good positions. He can't shoot himself, so his best option, which he's very good at, is to pass the ball. Like, you can see his pivot is 15 technique, 14 vision, and 14 passing. He'll be getting hella assists. And the thing, I've seen him play as a shadow striker before, and he's very good. And let me just confirm this quickly. His decision making is not that good. He hasn't got composure yet. But what he's got good pace and he's got good off the ball. So there's a little slot in between the centre back and the CDM that he just abuses. I'm not gonna lie, he just stays in that pocket right there. You get him the ball, picks it up, runs at the defense, and there's not too much you can do when you've got a guy that's 5'7", running at 17 pace at your defenders, bruv. Yeah. But overall, he's a very good player, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, he's not going to get a lot of goals, but assists, as you've seen, he's going to get a hell of a lot of assists, bruv. Man, at Rafa. So, all right, next player that we've got is Everton. We already know him from those old Football Manager days when he was at, I don't know what team that is, but he was there and you could sign him for cheap. He provided a lot of value. But yeah, he's one of those wingers, yeah, that they're very good at finishing, but they've got that passing ability as well with 15 technique, 15 vision and 14 passing. And he's got 14 finishing. So it's very good, a very good balance. The only thing about him is very contradictory is that he's got no decision making. So he looks like he's going to be a very good creative player, but he doesn't know how to make the right decision. So in the final third, in a shooting situation, he's going to bang it. And in a passing situation, he's going to shoot. Yeah, simple. Anyway, 14 pace is still good as well, but 14 dribbling, 14 flair, it's decent. I'm not going to lie, he's a very good player anyway. He's 25. He's got a lot of years to do what he has to do in it, man, at Everton. Cool. Next player that we've got is Nemanja Radonjic. He's 25. He's cutting inside. So cool. I'm expecting to see pace, which I see. He's got good pace. Acceleration is there as well. Good dribbling, good flair. So he can pick up the ball and drive inside. The only problem with that is what he's going to do with it. See, now, he's not a passer. I've seen him inverted winger on support is for the guys like an Eden Hazard or a creative winger. He is not a creative winger. He's got 7 decisions, yeah, and 11 passing. Who are you creating to, bruv? I'm not going to lie, but I'll tell you what he's doing, though. As an inside forward now, if he cuts inside and he just shoots, he's more likely to score a goal than he is to get an assist, for sure, with 13 finishing and 13 long shots, definitely. And if that's a loanee, it's a win-win, isn't it? Simple as man at the man, you're whatever his name is. All right, next player that we've got is Rodrigo Pino, 13, but he was a free signing though. So, and for a free signing, by the way, that's a very, very good free signing. I have to be honest. Like, look at the quality he's bringing. As a deep line forward, yeah, obviously he's not going to be fast. But I'm just saying that end product though is just amazing. Like 16 technique, 15 vision and 15 passing for a striker is amazing. And he's got 14 finishing, 16 composure, 14 decisions. This is a cam, man. This is a cam. I don't want to put him up front. I mean, depending on that squad depth situation, you might have to. But I just see the dribbling as well. He's got dribbling ability as well. He's sick. I can't lie. He's a very good player. Man, like Rodrigo Pino, you got him for free. That is a bargain. I don't know why it says fringe player, because based on that situation, I'm starting him. Straight up starting him. All right, next player that you've got is Haris Severovich. Regular starter, pressing forward, but he's got 13 work rate, 13 determination, 14 aggression, which is still cool, but it's not of the level that we know it can be. Physically, it's very good though. Everything is above 30 in the physicals, highlighting the strength, which is 16. Jumping reach, 14 in the air, 12 heading, not that good. But yeah, finishing 13 for a striker, that's 29. It's not that good. Let's be honest, there's levels in it. I know 17, 18-year-olds with higher finishing than that, bro. Like, really. Anyway, 13 technique, 400 and 13 passing is really good. For me, I know it says regular starter. That is your squad depth striker. That's your striker that you'll play in cup games that don't mean shit. And you bring him off the bench if you have no other option. Simple. Man, like Haris Severovich. In other words, I would probably sell this guy. Simple. All right, next player that we've got is Roman Yaramchuk, bruv. 25. You see, this is what I'm talking about. That's a much better striker. Like, he can actually shoot. For a striker, the one thing that I want you to be able to do is shoot, bruv. You get me? Like, if you buy a car, the one thing you want to be able to do is flip and drive, bruv. And if you buy a car that you can't drive, what a waste of money. Simple. Anyway, 14 technique, 5 and 13 passing. Like, he can pass the ball as well. Decision making is still there for a striker, which is calm. Physically, everything is above 12, which is still decent. He hasn't got that blistering speed, but at least he's got off the ball. And at least in the air, if you lump it up to him, he's going to do something with it because he's got 15 jump reach, 14 heading. He's 6'3" with 14 agility. These men are moving mad. I don't know what it is, but now everyone's bare too and they're agile. It's scary. I'm not going to lie, man. Like Roman Yaramchuk, very good striker. All right, next thing that we've got is Darwin Nunes. Now, this guy, he's sick still. Now, you can see he can't shoot, but apparently he's the top goal scorer in the league. I'll tell you why, though. And before I even say this, man's got 11 off the ball. I'm so confused right now. It makes no sense, but it works. That's the thing. If it's broken, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But listen, man is 22. He's got physicals like this: 17 pace, 18 acceleration, in the air, 15 jump reach, 10 headed. You can see the game. They don't respect his end product at all. but yeah, he's still the top scorer in the league. That's what's very confusing. As a pressing forward, 17 work rate, 17 determination, 17 bravery, 16 aggression. If I had to think of where it is, it's probably the mental ability. When you mix the mental ability with the pace, that's the only thing I can think it is. Like, yeah, I don't know what kind of goals he's been scoring, if they've been a lot of tap-ins, if they've been a lot of headers, but he's clearly doing something right. And I think it's just that he's got mad, his mental ability is just crazy in him. Like, he's just so determined to get that goal. Like, if it's a one-on-one, he's going to be more determined than the keeper, and that's probably why it's going in the back of the net. That's the only thing I can think of. Not gonna lie, man, like Darwin Nunes, yeah. It's very weird, but it works, so you can't complain. Simple. Alright, next player that you've got is Charlo Ramos. I'm seeing that they've got a lot of these strikers that are really good at passing, or they can play cam, which is good, let's be real. That's very good for that versatility and squad depth as well. Yeah. Anyway, 13 finishing, 13 dribbling is good. Then he's got 13 flair as well. Off the ball is 13, pace 14. And he's a good player. I'm not gonna lie. He's 20, and he's that versatile already. Like, it's good. He hasn't got one green, but that just shows you that in the future he's gonna improve drastically. In it, simple. So yeah, Charlo Ramos is doing his thing. I respect it. I respect it very highly. Still very good player. And lastly, we've got another little gem here. Man's 19 with 14 finishing. 12 pace, 5 agility, 12 acceleration. It doesn't really matter. He's 19. You can just play him. And when that chance drops to him, more likely he's going to score it because he knows where the goal is, isn't it? Off the ball's going to improve as well. He's got that composure, which is crucial for someone his age to have composure. It's amazing. If you want to just get him goals right now, just put him as a poacher because he's got that off the ball as well. But if you want to make him more of a team player, advanced forward is what it's going to be because he's got a little bit of dribbling, a little bit of flair. He's a very good player overall. Man like Henrique Araujo. Bright prospect, very bright future. I'm intrigued to see what he does in real life as well in game. Man like Henrique Araujo. Alright, so that is Benfica. And I have to be honest, yeah, that's a good team. Like, they're a very good team. You can even see they've got a lot of midfielders, yeah, that deep line playmaker wise, you can sign some of them. Like, I'm being honest still. And then their striking ability, like, if you're looking for a striker that can kind of play cam, you've got a lot of them that play for Benfica as well. So yeah, I can't really remember the wingers too much, but I know that they've got good strikers and their midfield is good as well. But yeah, look at that history. That's a massive team. They've won the Portuguese Premier League 37 times. Yeah, that's a different level in it. And then 2 Champions Leagues as well. I know certain teams that have claimed invincibility, but they ain't won it once. Anyway, yeah, let's get into that squad, how I line them up, because that's a good team, man, at Benfica. And this is how I'm lining up Benfica right now. So, gegenpress tactical style, it has to be, because I've seen a lot of high intensity players in this team, yeah. 3 at the back is what it's going to be as well, because we've got people like Vertonghen and Otamendi on this retirement thing. But let's be honest, it's going to work though, because they've got extra, stability at the back. But listen, Vlaki Domos in goal, goalkeeper defend. Otamendi, ball playing defender on defend as well. Ball playing defender stopper, Vertonghen. And then Lucas Verissimo, I've chose for him to be a no-nonsense defender. Based on that grip and then combine it with the tackling, it's a good combination still. And then for that width, we've got Grimaldo and we've got Lazaro for that width. And then in the midfield, Weigel, deep line playmaker on defend, and an advanced playmaker, Mario. That's a good partnership as well. And then Pizzi, yeah, as that shadow striker, doing his thing, yeah, providing service for man like Darwin Nunes, who is the most confusing striker I've ever seen, but it works. And man like Rodrigo Pino, who I didn't want to put striker, but it's not the end of the world, let's be real. So yeah, for a team, you can see that that's not a bad team at all. You've got a lot of good options on the bench. Like, you can see their bench is stacked. They've got a big team. So for squad depth, for Champions League rotation, they're not bad. I'm not going to lie. So you have to watch out for Benfica as well still. So yeah, you lot, if you like that video, like that video. Shout out Diogo Oliveira one more time. And yeah, if you like that video, like that video. Subscribe to the content you know what to expect from me, and I'll see you in the next episode, bro. Safe.